Okay, minasan, today we're gonna talk about Kamen Rider Gotchard, episode 35. This is the final episode where we are gonna have the crossover with Kamen Rider Legendo. It is a really fantastic episode. I really love how by the end of the episode, Kaguya be like, so those are your comrade. My comrade is myself. And then he just continues to multiply himself into 3 different riders and Rider kick the shit out of the villain itself. I think that is a fantastic scene. I really like that they actually show us like 01, like the best form of 01. We get to see Shining Hopper form, and then we get to see 02 doing Rider kick together. That is so good. And we actually get to see CO, like the crew. We get to see the original CO, and then we got CO2, and we got Rando CO. I think that is really fantastic. Okay, so I love everything from Legend in this episode. And but sadly, okay, I felt like I just need to like put the string back a little bit and talk about something that I felt really weird when I'm watching this episode. It's like I'm not sure, like, is it like romance or or is it like BL? Because like when I watch this episode, the even in the recap, even in the right from the get-go, the beginning of the episode, where we actually hear the narrator say, like Houtarou and Kaguya Gotchard go, I was like, the fuck? It's like, what did he just say? Like, it almost kind of like sounded that they bonded, so it's like, whoa, chotomate kudasai. But then again, it's like, it's like, bro, it's like, is it, where does the meter go, man? Like, it's like, is it like, BL or romance? Is like, you something like that, okay? So I'll let you guys decide, okay? Comment in the comment section below. Let me know what do you think about the relationship between Kaguya and Houtarou. Because like I feel like so far that like the character of Houtarou is like, bro, it's like they've been there teasing, especially with the main heroines thing with Hajiki and also Rinne. Like both of them is trying to fight for the main heroine spot. It's like so funny. But I really hope that all of these are just fun and games. It doesn't mean anything serious. Because I felt like by the end of the story, like Rinne and Houtarou is definitely gonna be, like in a relationship together. Because a lot of people is like kind of like feeling that, like the father of Houtarou is actually like Kurofuga, which I strongly disagree. Okay, I don't think Kurofuga is actually the father of Houtarou itself. But by the end of this episode, we also get to see a lot of big Nani the F things happening also. So the first Nani the F thing that happened in this episode ending is the fact we actually get to see Gigi's finding an inside of Houtarou itself. So, let the floodgate of theories come in, okay? Let the floodgates of theory come in. So, first of all, I already talked about how Houtarou is a special kid, and that is why he's actually able to go to the Ouroboros realm on himself when he was still a kid, and he's able to play with Hopper One. He's able to play with Steamliner. It almost seems like he kind of like understood them a little bit, and this is kind of like my theory. Like since like I forgot which episode I actually talk about this theory, but it's. My theory is being that maybe Houtarou is not kind of like a pure breed, like he's not fully human, but actually he's actually a Chemy himself. Maybe he is the Philosopher's Stone, because like right now we have not seen a Philosopher's Stone anyway in the story, and Philosopher's Stone seems to be kind of like the big story of Alchemy, and it's almost like you cannot tell a story about Alchemy without talking about a story of Philosopher's Stone itself. So like, where the hell is the Philosopher's Stone? So my biggest theory right now is that maybe Houtarou is indeed the Philosopher's Stone, and the thing that is inside of him, the act that is inside of him, is actually his power manifesting right now. Because so far, like what we are seeing is actually he's borrowing power from the Chemy card itself. So maybe by the end of the story, we are actually gonna learn that, hey, actually Houtarou is also, like a Chemy again. Like he gave birth to a Chemy inside of him. He used it to henshin into Rainbow Gotchard itself. But at the same time, I felt like maybe Rainbow Gotchard is not gonna be perfected until the movie itself. So it really depends, like, when is the summer movie gonna take place, okay? So, like, is it gonna take place after the conclusion of the story of Gotchard, or is it gonna happen before, like, halfway through the conclusion of Kamen Rider Gotchard itself? Because if, based on the poster that we actually saw from the summer movie, and why would they actually tease the summer movie right now out of Norway and showing us Daybreak is gonna return? Even by the end of this episode, we actually get to see Daybreak making a reappearance again. We actually get to see Kaguya like seeing like Daybreak is actually fighting in a broken wall, in a disaster wall itself. Like it almost like wow, like you why I actually felt bad for Daybreak, like seeing someone that like just keep on fighting in its own war, even though he saved the war for Houtarou. He saved the war of the Gotchard that we know. It's not gonna change his own war, man. Like he's still fighting the fight every single day, trying to be the light in the darkness, something like that. So I think that's really, really fantastic. But the reason why I talk about how like maybe we need Daybreak to complete the Rainbow Gotchard itself is because I don't know if you guys saw the leaked photo of Nijigon or not, but Nijigon actually have two cards. Okay, one of them is the dragon, another one of them is actually the fire of the rainbow fire itself. So maybe what is happening right here is that inside of Houtarou there's only one egg, but inside of Daybreak there's another egg. So what is gonna happen here is that the two of them is gonna meet up, and Houtarou is gonna grab hold two Nijigon from two different Houtarou, and then he's gonna use it to henshin into Rainbow Gotchard. That is my theory. Okay? Whether or not that is gonna happen or not, we are not sure. But yeah, this is how things are going. So right now, seeing that Houtarou is actually holding the egg of Nijigon inside of him, and Gigis actually knows about the truth and all those stuff. So we are actually gonna see more and more of more story that is gonna come from Gigis itself. Like the story is gonna really focus on Houtarou, like how Gigis is gonna try to get Nijigon out of Houtarou or something like that. But there is also another possibility, because right now we are still not sure who is actually the father of Houtarou, and it could actually be the Abyssal King. It could actually be Gigis. Gigis could actually be the father of Houtarou. Just saying, I'm not sure how things are gonna go, but hopefully by the end of the story we are actually gonna see who is the father of Houtarou. Or maybe it doesn't even matter, sometimes we are too obsessed on who is the father of our main protagonist. Like right now, I don't know if any one of you still watches Boku Hero Academia, but right now they are reaching the final peak of the story and everyone is like screaming, where is the father of Deku? I felt like, does it really matter like who is his father? Because when I watch the story, like who is the father of someone it's the last thing that crossed my mind. Like I don't even give a shit about the father of someone unless it matters in the story, unless the writer actually teases something significant with the father of someone, something like that. But right now, like in Gotchard, it is different because multiple times we have been like teased on who could actually be the father of Houtarou. So maybe we're gonna have a big Nani moment with that, and we are not sure how things are gonna go. But yeah, I think really amazing stuff we actually get to see here, and moving forward it's gonna be fantastic, man. It's gonna be so cool. But lastly, before I left, I have a question. Maybe you guys can help me to solve, okay? Because I feel like the story of Legend is a little bit weird. Like, there's a little bit of question mark with the lore of Legend. Firstly, we never knew how he got his hand on the Aurora curtain system, and we are not sure how he actually created the Chemy Ride thing. Like, I felt like he just copied the design of the can and all that stuff, but the biggest question right now is like how he actually collected the card, the Chemy Ride card itself. Because the Chemy Ride card, best is like at first when I saw the web episode of Gotchard meeting Legend for the first time, how he said it is like he went around the world or like the card itself. But after seeing this episode, there's kind of a little bit of discrepancy because based on how he says, it's like he's like saying that it almost seems like Houtarou is the first friend that he met and the first rider friend that he actually has, which actually makes me like, huh? Like, how do you actually collect the rest of the card if this is the case? Unless, you know, like, I had a theory back in the day when I made the video, is like I actually talked about how Legends actually went in a different version of the Rider War that we actually know of. He actually went to the broken Rider War. So the Rider War where 100 actually invaded and managed to steal their technology and all that stuff. And that is why, I mean, like, we are playing with the multiverse here. Like, it doesn't mean that they, you know, like, just because, like, Rinne in the previous episode had the Vision Driver, it doesn't mean that it is the version of the Vision Driver that we know of something against. Like, you might snatch it off from other multiversal or something like that. We're not sure, okay, but yeah, I felt like the more you question about the lore of Legend, the more that it doesn't make sense, and it doesn't have any meaning whatsoever. But if you do actually have kind of like an answer to what it could be, let me know in the comment section below. Like, how the hell did Legend actually got his hand on all those rider through Chemy Card itself? Okay, because yeah, definitely he doesn't get it from DKS. So it's like, how the hell did he actually got his hand on those things? Okay, so or maybe he did get it from DKS, like, cause you know, like, DKS actually went into his war trying to stop the Doomsday Claw, something like that, and maybe he dies doing so. And his card was like left behind, his driver was left behind. So what happened is like Kaguya and Kajiki actually, like, you know, like, come together. They did a little bit of reverse engineer of the ticket drivers, reverse engineer on the rider cards and making them into the Chemy Ride card. Maybe, okay, we are not sure. But I don't think we are actually gonna get a spin-off series titled Kamen Rider Legend Day 1 or Episode 0 or something like that. But if they actually choose to do that, I think it would be fantastic. You know, it just depends on how you want things to go. And what type of story you would actually like to see Kaguya going forward. So with that being said, I think this is not gonna be the end of Kaguya. I think we're gonna see him in the movie. So that's gonna be really fantastic. But with that being said, that is all from me. Hope you enjoy. If you love what you see, you know what to do. Subscribe, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. Oh yeah, I forgot to give you guys a word, because, okay, so let us say the word is gonna be magic. Magic is gonna be the word, because I'm still not sure, man. I'm still not sure whether or not, like, what we are seeing here in Gotchard, is it alchemy or magic? So let's just go with magic to be the secret word to buy Sayonara. This is only for the real fans who watch it through everything. Okay, so goodbye. See you guys in the next one.